Hi, welcome to Andy's Garage. Today we're going to review my 2016 Tiguan S 4Motion. So this is a 2016, new this year, Tiguan. As you can see, it has a 16-inch alloy wheels. It also has the new TSI engine, which is standard in this model, and 4Motion. You'll also see that this particular blue color is a metallic. The wheels are alloy wheels, but 16-inch. And you can get the SE package or the R package with a larger wheel. But one of the things you always got to look at when buying a car is what's the long-term cost it's going to take for you to own the vehicle. The 16-inch wheels have been more than sufficient for 25,000 miles of driving already, including blizzard weather conditions in Michigan and Illinois. And replacement of 16-inch tires is significantly less expensive than 17 or even 19-inch tires. You can see that the 2016 comes with integrated color rearview mirrors that match the color of the vehicle, and also you'll see on the windshield there that this particular model has automatic rain sensing windshield wipers. So one of the things I love about Volkswagens is their interior. You're not overwhelmed with a lot of extras here, and that's designed that way. This is a German manufactured, German designed, and German built car. This particular model is actually manufactured in Wolfsburg, and they all are imported. So for $25,000 plus or minus, you can get this vehicle or something equipped similarly and drive a true German vehicle made and manufactured in Wolfsburg. One of the things that I really like about Volkswagen is that it is made for passengers. And so I am 6'2" tall, so if I sit here behind the driver's side seat, I can sit here behind the driver's side seat, get very comfortable with no problem at all. And then without moving the seat, I can get out of the vehicle. I can open up the back seat, and despite the fact that I'm over 6 feet tall, I can sit down. I've got plenty of headroom here and plenty of knee room here to sit and relax and go on a comfortable trip. I can't tell you how many vehicles at significantly higher price points, being 6 foot tall and sitting in the back seat, you hit your head or your knees or both, and there's no possible way you could do a road trip in a vehicle that is significantly more expensive. So I thought this was a great vantage point to see some of the other features of the vehicle. Again, this is the S model, and you'll see that it comes with a nice looking stereo stack, air conditioner. It does have a 3 level of heated seats. These seats you'll find on the used car market. People will advertise them as leather. There is not a Tiguan available with leather seats. These look like leather, but they are in fact leather tech. I've had a number of vehicles that had leather tech interiors over my life, and I prefer that. I'm including BMWs and Mercedes, and obviously Volkswagens in that category. I've had BMWs and Mercedes with leather tech seats, and with a family getting in and out of the car, with dogs getting in and out of the car, you'll find that the leather tech seats are much more durable. Over time they don't crack, and people think they're real leather and they look great. Backseat, this is a backseat friendly vehicle as well. You've got heating and cooling vents. The heating vents are under the seats. I've sat back here and there's no problem getting heat to the rear seats. And then air conditioning vents here in the center stack armrest. And also a real benefit to our children who sit in the back of these, a 12-volt outlet for them to charge their toys. cockpit, you'll see the special edition of the Tiguan S here has a push button start. This is the last edition of this run of the Tiguan. So this car came out in 2007, and you basically have 0 design changes in the sheet metal on this vehicle since 2007, and we're sitting here in 2016. So in order for them to try to sell some of these in the final year, the automatic rain sensing windshield wipers, which are phenomenal, work very well in snow and rain, the auto dimming mirror, the heated seats at 3 levels, the auto push to start ignition, all came, and then the leatherette seats we talked about, all came as a special package edition for the Model S 4Motion. So let's go ahead and start it up. Foot on the brake, push the button, and you see here that I've got just filled up the tank. I do a lot of city driving, so you see my range is 320 miles. That goes up significantly when I'm not driving here in the city. We've got our daytime temperature outside, currently 80 degrees. Our mileage of the vehicle, already 26,000 miles on a vehicle that was put in service this year, 2016 model, and trip mileage. We can scroll through by using our the right hand button here, and you'll see that you go through the radio if it was turned on, and all of the other components of things. Here to the left we have telephone, voice for telephone or audio, up and down, and then preset changes. To change the radio station up and down one channel at a time to what we used to call seek, you just hit up and down here. Mute is here at this button so that we can mute the radio, or if we're talking to somebody via Bluetooth, we can do that. Bluetooth is very simple to set up. You just hit the setup button, and then there will be a Bluetooth. Everybody who gets into the vehicle wants to do that these days, and it is not a problem at all. You see reading lights or map lights overhead for both. Convenient place to put your sunglasses. Both sun visors have mirrors and lights which go on and off as needed. A very large glove box that's lockable. There's a little bit of stuff in there. And then you have a large bin here which moves back and forth for your convenience, and 2 cup holders. There are also large cup holders here, you can see, which are plenty big enough for sport drinks or extra large beverages. One of the things you'll find about the storage capacity of the Tiguan is that there's ample storage capacity for 2, maybe 3 people, but you're certainly not going to get a family of 4 or 5 for a long weekend or a vacation in the back of this trunk. 3, 4 carry-on size baggages, duffel bags, pack up in here nicely. You can put the seats down, but then you can't haul the people. So the reality is that it's a small crossover or a small SUV, and so a couple of people over a weekend is about all you're going to need. One of the things I was recently horrified to find out, doesn't bother me because I don't golf, but a full-size golf bag laying down width-wise in the trunk does not fit in this vehicle. So for you golfers out there who plan to buy an SUV to simply go back and forth to the golf course, this is not your option. So under the hood of the 2016 TSI, you have the TSI engine, which is an incredibly reliable engine for Volkswagen. It is across all of their models being used now, the Passat, the Jetta, including the 2017s. And this engine will be the transfer over engine for the 2017 Tiguan, which is not out yet here in the Midwest, at least in retail market, but is expected any day now. This engine is a turbocharged engine. There is absolutely no issue accelerating into traffic. Produces about 200 horsepower. There's no issue passing, even at higher rates of speed. I've had zero issue in snow, have not taken it off-road in mud. So that about wraps up my first basic review of the 2016 Tiguan S 4Motion in blue with tan leather, quote, interior. We got the roof rails on this. Those are very helpful. I have found over 26,000 miles of traveling throughout the Midwest, including last winter and significant snow. It's a more than capable vehicle. The automatic all-wheel drive is flawless. It's front-wheel drive on a regular basis, all-wheel drive when you need it. A solid mix of city and highway driving gets me about 17 to 19 miles per gallon. When I turn this car on and go on a road trip, I'm up at 26, 27 miles per gallon for highway driving. The car weighs in at about 3,600 pounds. 0 to 60 is advertised at about 7.7 seconds. Which is not terrible for an all-wheel drive vehicle, but you're not going to outrun any of the competitors in this class. The German competitors, which are significantly more expensive, or even the Japanese competitors, some of those will outrun you. However, I would suggest that you probably have a much more capable vehicle here with the Tiguan.